Oh man. Whew, it's a hot one this morning. It must be already 100 degrees out here with I guess a 90% humidity or so. Normally I would video in the woods right here behind me. There's a little road in there and I like to set the camera up and video from there, but I declare the mosquitoes were about to carry me off. As soon as you get in the shade, they can well, they can see you by infrared in the first place, and when you're out in the sunlight, it really blocks anything they can do. So they hang out into the cool, damp shade, and also they go by carbon dioxide from exhalation. So the combination of infrared and carbon dioxide, the temperature of carbon dioxide and all that, they if you're in the shadows or in the dark and they're swarming, then well, they want to carry you off and make a meal out of you. But out here in the sunshine, the heat can be to your advantage, trying to get away from mosquitoes. Same for flies. Mosquitoes can, as far as I'm concerned, they can be extinct. I don't see any value to them at all for me or people. The only value they have is when they have their eggs on the still water ponds. Any fish, minnows, things like that will make meals out of their larvae. But they must not be doing a great job, because they're, I mean, on the regular ponds and stuff, you don't see many mosquitoes swarming because the fish eat the larvae. But the stagnant water in old tires or buckets, things like that people don't take care of, they can hatch thousands upon thousands of mosquitoes from one neglected bucket of water. I'd like for them to be gone, to be honest with you. The fish can find something else to eat, as they often do. Maybe one day it'll happen. I know they're doing genetic research on them to make all mosquitoes sterile so they won't be able to procreate. Flies, as irritating as they can be, at least they give something back to us. They aid in the decay of death, to return that death back to the earth. I think that's great. They get a little heavy-handed at times with swarming and stuff, but they do a good job at what they do. Ants help as well. Plus fly larvae, aka maggots, well, it's an old remedy. If you had a wound or were cut and hurting, there's hospitals in Europe that do this as a medical practice. You put maggots on the wound and let them clean out the wound. They clean it out. They eat only the dead flesh, and they provide a natural antiseptic to keep any infection from coming back. They will heal you, especially in the days before they learned how to do sutures and sew somebody up. The maggots were a lifesaver. Some societies didn't know this, and they wound up perishing. A lot of people on the battlefields because they thought the flies were dirty. But the maggots really would have helped them out. Anyhow, I'm just out here walking around with the dogs a little bit and hiking. I thought I hadn't posted a new video in a while. Standing here in the sunshine with my sunglasses on. The sun is directly there. It's a hot one, like I said. I'm wearing my lightest, or one of my lightest shirts, and I'm still steaming out here. But having worked in Kuwait and Iraq for the government, DOD, contracting and all that, I'm okay with it. You haven't lived till you've lived 135 degree temperature with 90% humidity. That's rough. But we adapt. We just learn to stay in, and we learn about the shade, and we learn about carrying water with us and drinking it. The sweating is profuse because it's all humidity condensing on your skin, but That's a story for another time. Like I said, I just wanted to post something to say hi to everybody, to all 2 or 3 of my followers, and to get acquainted with some new friends. Chatted with someone online this morning that lives in Brookshire. I just thought I'd say hello, shout out to you. We'll get together for a beer sometime. And to my friend in Waller, hello. To my family in South Carolina, hello to all of you. And to any of my co-workers that might be watching this, hello to y'all as well. It's been a nice weekend. Been a nice weekend. Hot, but it's nice. It's times like this I'd really like to go ahead and have my little place in the mountains. I got some friends that live in North Carolina, up in the what's it called, Black Mountain, that area, and their hottest day I think was 90, which is air conditioning for here, and their regular summer days are no more than 80, and they're only at elevations of like 7,000 feet or so. It's not bad. It makes a big difference when you can get above that humidity line, I call it, or the thermal barrier. Say about, you know, a couple of thousand feet, 3,000, 4,000 feet, you get up there, it starts, the humidity sinks down, but you're up above most of it, and the weather feels a whole lot better. Plus they have 4 real seasons. They have snow in the wintertime, they have pleasant summers, and springs are just awesome. When I retire, I'm going to walk. I'm going to take my walking sticks, maybe a Camelback just for water, and I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk away. I'd like to go to the Continental Divide Trail and walk all the way up it, and then walk back down the Pacific Trail. I don't think I want to do the trifecta, the Appalachian Trail included, but maybe if I wind up walking across the country to the Appalachian Trail, maybe I will do that one. I don't know, but I do intend to walk. I enjoy the walking, the hiking. I enjoy meeting people. I'm a hiker with a twist. I don't get away from it all because I always have my phone with me, and anywhere I go, whether I walk by a truck stop to get a shower, there's Wi-Fi, or I'll use I've got unlimited internet with Cricket, and that works real good for me. I'm seldom on Wi-Fi. I just use the free internet from Cricket. I can see the cell tower from here, just over there to the southeast of me, not even a half a mile away. So I do good here with that. But anyway, walking around the country, I think I'd enjoy that a lot. I watched a video of a guy that's done the trifecta. He's walked the Appalachian Trail. He has kayaked down the entire Mississippi River, which isn't part of the trifecta, but that's something else he's done. He walked, when he got down to New Orleans off his kayaking, he disposed of the kayak, and then started walking, walked from New Orleans all the way out to the Continental Divide Trail, then walked all the way up the Continental Divide Trail, and then walked all the way down the Pacific Coast Trail. And I don't know where he is now. Maybe he'll come walking back through Texas. I'd like to see him and shake his hand, because he likes to go to all the state parks. He has memberships at all the different state parks, and for camping, that's where he usually camps. He carries a little tiny tent with him, and he'll buy what he wants to eat along the way. And sometimes he goes to a post office box that has general delivery, and his family will send him something general delivery, and he'll pick that up. He buys a new pair of shoes every couple of weeks. He'll go into a place like Ross Dress for Less or something and just throw his old shoes in the trash and put on some new ones. So he's doing good. And He's 73 years old. He's 10 years older than me. Ah, I'm in a lot better shape than a lot of people my age. I'll be 63 in December. And I don't feel that bad. I don't feel as light and as springy as I did when I was a much younger man. Things were so easy, like the fence I have this camera mounted on. If it didn't have these barbs on top of it from the chain link fencing, there was a time when I was younger, I would just run up to it, grab the top 2 bars, swing myself right over the top of it, not even think about it twice. I was very athletic back in those days. I could jump high, I could run fast. Even with flat feet, I could run. Now to run like I used to, I have to wear spring-loaded shoes. But I don't run because of my back. And any of y'all that's watched my video before, y'all know I have it's called degenerative disc disease. It's halted. It's the damage is done. I've got no disc between my vertebrae, lower lumbar, but I work my back out and I do a lot of walking, and that really, I don't have much pain. For emergencies, I have a TENS unit. I can pop those pads on my back and zap myself good, and that takes care of that. But that TENS unit works for all kinds of stuff. If I have a little shoulder pain or something, I put that TENS unit pads on there and zap them. It works good. I put them on the back of my neck before when I had a crick in my neck, and that really worked good. I like the TENS unit, and thank you, Veterans Administration, for giving me that thing. It's been a real blessing. I really appreciate it. Reminds me, I got to order some more pads. My back support belt, I wear it when I'm walking like this, and it really works good. I have a full-on back support corset I wear. It really helps. I had to pretty much make that one myself from various and sundry parts, different things to make it work right for me. For one thing, changing some of the strings out for elastic, and that really made a big difference. What I'm trying to say is there's things you can do to overcome any problems or physical ailments that you have. For me, I wanted to make changes in my life, and I'm not a very disciplined guy. I overeat. I became a vegetarian, mostly vegan, but really just vegetarian because it felt like the thing to do. Before I go to sleep at night, I'll ask myself, what do I need to do to make things better for myself physically? It's like it processes in the brain or something overnight. Well, not overnight, it may take several nights. Then one day you wake up and say, man, I really don't need to be eating meat. I don't really like meat. And so you go off of it, and then you start feeling a lot better. I still overeat though, because carbohydrates are my weakness. I enjoy the potatoes. I am participating with my wife in Weight Watchers, and my boys. We're all eating even healthier than we did before, and that's helped a lot. I've lost a few pounds, but I'm really not worried about it. I really am not, because I feel good. Everything about me is okay. I have blood pressure issues that I see the VA about, and the pills they've given me are taking care of that. I really need to go on a nice 2-week or 3-week fast, a water fast, to really reset my body chemistry. Some friends of mine in North Carolina, you can see their site on YouTube. It's called Banshee Moon, and another one called Exo-Man. They went on a 15-day fast because of his blood pressure. And when they got through the end of that, they felt good. They looked a lot better. Mind you, Banshee Moon looks good all the time, but Exo-Man, had really lost some weight, and he checked his blood pressure and it was perfect normal. And that's without medication or anything. So he was thrilled to no end about that. And it changed their whole attitude, their way of eating and everything. It It's like when I gave up processed sugar, it changed a lot in me. I don't crave the candy anymore. There's the occasional sweet I'll have, but that's just a little treat. But I don't go out obsessing and craving over candy or ice cream or anything like that. Once you stay away from sugar for 30 days, get all processed sugar out of your life for 30 days, it changes you. It really makes a change. So I've gotten the processed sugar dependency out of my life. I've gotten the meat dependency out of my life. Now, if I can get the carbohydrate is on its way down. And that ain't no lie. I'm not lying to myself or anything. And the exercise is on the way up. I'm doing more and more. You know, go to the gym. I enjoy lifting weights as well as walking. And riding an indoor bike, I like that a lot. Matter of fact, I'll be riding mine today. So the next thing would be really just to get my mindset wrapped around a reset, doing a reset of fasting. So we'll see. Well, I've been here long enough talking about me. I enjoy chatting with everybody and with friends and family, and I wish you all a good Sunday today, and happy trails to all of you. All right. I'll talk at you later. Bye.